Welcome to Slow Home Studio. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
It's Wednesday, July the 20th, and we're going to be going backwards a little bit. We looked at this project by Manifold Architecture Studio, or actually just this one image, a couple of weeks ago, and we thought that we would go back and actually look at the whole project, because it's actually got a couple of really cool details.
Yeah, it's a very interesting remodel project because it's in an older building in New York, and it's just under 600 square feet. And when you look at the before plan, there's a whole bunch of things that we would be very critical of at Slow Home. We have a very tight entry with no coat closet. The bathroom is worth a real good look because look at the position of the tub in relationship to the door.
Unbelievable.
There's no sink.
No, there is no sink.
Very interesting. There's an enclosed kitchen, and there's also these two sort of living rooms, one that only has this really small side yard window, and then this other one with a French door, and then the bedroom with no storage.
Bizarre. So this is what the architects have done. We can see here what they did is basically opened everything up. They made one big living space here, moved the bedroom over to the back, and then expanded the bathroom, and then made a walk-through kitchen with a cloak closet on the side.
Yeah, it's a very good use of space, and they've added the storage elements in which were critical to the success of this apartment. I think the other critical thing is to make that one big living dining space, and then when you look at the images, you can see how it all pulls together.
Right.
The plan tells one part of the story, but then the images tell the other part.
That's right, and so now that puts this in context, doesn't it? Because we looked at this and talked about integrated millwork, so that's actually going to the front door. The bathroom door is over there. This is going into the bedroom, and this is that open space that's there. Now, normally, it would be a real problem to have that circulation go right through the kitchen. It's still not ideal, but I think that the architects did a really clever thing here in the way that they detailed the kitchen so that it doesn't feel like you're walking through that.
Yeah, and I think what they've done is on this side, they've created a floor-to-ceiling millwork piece that turns the two sides, so it addresses the living room space as storage for the living room and some bookshelves. But look at this detail here with the countertop. They have an appliance garage where the countertop continues back, so it is a 2 feet deep counter because you can see there from the depth of the millwork that it is 2 feet deep. But these doors conceal everything that you would need to store in a kitchen, such as your coffee maker, your espresso, your toaster oven. It all sits back behind that. So when you're walking through the kitchen, you don't really feel like you're walking through the work zone of the kitchen.
No, and the other thing that's critical to that is that there are no uppers over here. If you'd had upper cabinets over on this wall, then it would have clearly read as kitchen. Here it just reads as kind of cabinetry. So now we're looking at the main space. We can see that there. This is that piece that Matthew was just talking about. I really like the way that they've repeated the bookcases. So there's the bookcase there, there's the bookcase there, there's the bookcase there. It really creates a continuity of space along that side.
Yeah, and I think that having the passage door through the bookcase is interesting because you don't get that sense of a doorway into a bedroom. And here we're looking back from the entry through. You can clearly see here that shadow line indicates that those doors are actually retractable, and that is where your appliance garage would be. So when you're working in the kitchen, you open the doors up, you pull stuff out, you do stuff, and then you put it all back, and then the kitchen becomes basically a piece of millwork that you walk by as you circulate through the unit.
So that's it from New York. It's a very clever use of a very small space. I think this was 600 square feet.
Just under 600 square feet.
So on Friday, we'll have another project.
See you Friday. If you're interested in learning more about the principles of slow home design, you can pick up a copy of our book entitled What's Wrong with This House? It's a practical guide to finding a well-designed and sustainable home. It's available for sale on the Slow Home Studio website. It's also available for sale at Amazon.com in both paperback and the Kindle format.